We have one of our high school kids who's kind of struggling, maybe getting on the wrong path a little bit, and this is advice I shared with him and our athletes. Advice I got years ago from Joe C., sort of a famous coach from back in the day. He said this, he goes, he told me personally, because my GPA wasn't that good, 2.5, 2.6, C average, not good, but not terrible, but not good. And he said, as your GPA rises, so will your national ranking. You cannot be great, he told all of us. You can't be an elite athlete unless you're elite in all parts of your life. So what we like to tell our guys is this, and this is just copying off of what they told us. They would say things like, be the kid that sits in the front of the class. Be the kid that shakes the football coach's hand after he opens the weight room at 6 a.m. Be the kid that tells your teacher good morning or good afternoon or thank you. And if you do something wrong and you have detention, be the kid that shakes your teacher's hand and say, I apologize, it won't happen again. Be the kid who treats your girlfriend well and not like some of these punk high school kids do. They think they're cool by being mean to their girlfriend. Be the kid that gets made fun of for doing the right thing. Being nice to your brother and sister, hanging out with your mom and dad. Like I said, carrying your girlfriend's books at school. Some of your buddies might make fun of you. Who cares? Be the kid who gets good grades. Be the kid who raises his hand. Be the kid. There's a good story in a book I just read. Michael Jordan, they said Michael Jordan would mop the basketball floor after practice. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time, he would gather up the balls, get them organized. He organized the equipment. They would see him picking up the locker room, right? So be the kid that picks up the trash in the locker room. Don't be the kid that opens up a pack of gum and throws the trash on the floor in the locker room for the janitor to do it. Don't be the kid that gets a bloody nose and goes into the bathroom and drips blood all over the sink and leaves it. Be the kid that cleans it up. Be the kid that cleans up everything. I have found it to be true that when you try to do the right thing and you try to be one of the people who kind of chooses the path of excellence, which is what was preached to us at Oklahoma State. And I gray-shirted, then red-shirted, so I was there 6 years. We won 3 Division I national titles when I was there. And excellence was pretty much expected in all walks of life, everything that we did. Not that all of us lived up to it, but there were enough that we stepped in line. Now, peer pressure works the both ways. Peer pressure has a bad word, has a bad sort of connotation sometimes. Sure, don't be pulled backwards by the average kids or the bad kids. You want to be the kid that maybe starts the program where now you have peer pressure to work hard, peer pressure to clean up the locker room, peer pressure to go grab the mops and mop the mats without coach having to beg you for it. Peer pressure to work hard, peer pressure to be the kid that makes weight. Pretty soon when you have 51% of the team, along this excellent path, now your team starts to develop. And that's what you see if you listen to the interviews of Iowa or of Ohio State and Penn State, and you listen to these guys, how they talk, how they act. It just exudes excellence. So I would encourage you to take the advice that I got years ago from Joe C. And, in all walks of your life, all areas, be a person of excellence. And I can guarantee you, as those areas of your life rise, so will your state ranking, so will your national ranking, so will your wrestling, so will your confidence. Everything is connected to everything was the common theme when I was at Oklahoma State. And now at 48 years old, I find that to be true. Good luck to everyone. Hit the thumbs up and check us out at PurlerWrestling.com.